Welcome to this Windows channel, and today we're going to talk about refresh, or it's what sometimes people will refer to as reformat or reinstall Windows. There's several options to reinstall on a Windows 8 machine, so this is for Windows 8.1. So first of all, why do you want to reinstall the operating system? First of all, well, maybe because it's not working right. If you have problems, a lot of people tell me I got problems with apps that crash and several options that don't work. Um, you know, One of the first things we need to know is that drivers are very important in Windows, and sometimes when something crashes, it's the problem with the driver, and it's kind of difficult to pinpoint sometimes, but try to be logical. For example, if what crashes is games, well, games are very graphic intensive. It means that maybe you need to actually update your graphics card driver. If it's something with music, well, maybe the sound driver. If it's something with the web, your Wi-Fi drops out all the time, your Ethernet connection, internet always crashes for some. Maybe your Ethernet card drivers need to be updated, and so on. And that's one thing you need to know. But if everything went well and it actually degrades, you did something bad and it just doesn't work anymore, or you've just installed and reinstalled and erased so many software and programs that now Windows is very slow and things are really going bad, or just after a few years Windows is really slow, your computer doesn't takes a long time to boot up and stuff like that, well, it might be time for a reinstall of Windows. In Windows 8, it's called refresh, and to access this, it's quite easy. Just go either in the Charms bar or on your start screen, click the search button, and type refresh. And you'll see the first option that says refresh your PC without affecting your files and so on. So just click there. It's going to bring you to the recovery of Windows. And this is what is called recovery. Another way to find it is just to type recovery. If you go into your Charms bar, for example, click the search, type recovery, you'll go into recovery options. Now, for recovery options to work, you need to have the recovery partition or a recovery DVD or a recovery thumb drive of Windows 8. That's very important. Most computers have a little partition that's set aside with all the files needed to reinstall Windows. But in the case where it's missing, you'll need to have something, because when you actually bought your computer, the first thing that probably happened in the first few days and weeks was either a message or something that told you, well, you need to actually do a recovery media, either a DVD or multiple DVDs or a USB key. So what's the difference in the options here? The first one is refresh your PC without affecting your files. So what that will do is actually set aside all the files and all the different programs and stuff like that, and it's gonna actually restart and reinstall Windows. Now this keeps your files like photos, music, documents, videos, but most of the time it does not keep the software that's already installed. So if you have programs installed, it's gonna remove them. It's kind of a reinstall, but it does keep your files. So that's the first thing you can try. If you don't have a backup of anything, you might want to try that. Now remember, when you refresh your PC, it's always the best option is to have your files in a separate area, a thumb drive, external hard drive, maybe on the cloud, maybe in OneDrive. But it's very, very risky to not have a backup of your files on your computer. It's very important. The second option, which is always the one that I prefer, and for the simple reason is that it wipes out everything. So you're really, really sure that your computer is actually reset to a default where there's nothing that can actually break it. And it's the remove everything and reinstall Windows. So this one is much more intense. If you click that and you go through the steps, you'll lose everything on your hard drive. When the computer restarts finally in Windows 8, you will be on a Windows 8 machine that's brand new, as if you just bought a computer, a brand new computer. Now, I always prefer the remove everything. You know, people are lazy. They don't want to take the files and folders and put them on a thumb drive or a hard drive. And they wonder why, you know, there's always problems every time they refresh. Well, you know what? That's why remove everything and reinstall Windows is the option. It's because this really makes sure that everything's gone. You know, if you got a virus, a very good virus, and you don't want to pay a tech guy or anything, you know, anyone to fix it, or you don't know anybody, and you really want to fix it yourself, well, remove everything and reinstall Windows will clean everything out. It removes viruses, it removes everything. And you know that you're with a clean PC at the startup. One word of caution here is the fact that when you refresh your PC and remove everything, remember that your PC is going to refresh at a date in time that was when your computer was made. For example, my Toshiba here does not have anything else than its original partition of recovery. That means that if I refresh, remove everything, and reinstall Windows, I'm going back to Windows 8 instead of 8.1 because that's what came with my machine. If your machine came with 8.1, not too bad. You're actually already one step ahead compared to my install. Now, in this case, and pretty much every case, remember that after you remove and reinstall Windows, you'll need to go to Windows Update and update everything that, you know, was updated since that recovery existed. And it's very important to do this after you actually refreshed your PC. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's complicated. I think I'm going to get a tech guy. You know what? Windows 8 is actually very easy in how to reinstall and refresh. It doesn't ask a lot of questions. It's just going to ask you, you know, your name, the color scheme that you might want to use. It's going to ask you, you know, your Wi-Fi network, and you'll pretty much be there, you know, your Microsoft account that you used with Windows 8 and so on. It's a very easy move to do, actually. And you know what? A lot of people that were scared that I told them, try it. Try it before I go and do it for you. Actually called me and told me, wow, it was much easier than I thought. So why not try it yourself? So remember, the first option, it doesn't reinstall fully. It's just going to kind of reinstall by keeping all the files. So that could be one option that you can try if you don't want to lose anything. But the best option is always to remove everything and reinstall Windows. Keep in mind that this is also much longer than the refresh without affecting the files. That's also something. It can run, you know, from an hour to several hours, depending on how your computer actually was installed in the first place. So that's pretty much how you do it in Windows 8.1. Hope that it helps you and that you'll be able to maybe fix some problems that you have with your computer by refresh or by reinstalling your Windows 8. If you enjoy our videos, why not subscribe to our channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments or questions, let us know. Maybe you have a problem, maybe you have something we can make a video and help you and help others. You can also ask away. A lot of people asked for videos. Most of the time I actually do these videos and post them. Sometimes it can take a week or two, but you know, why not ask away if you have something you want to see. Thanks for watching.